Hey guys, Chelsea here, and I'm just gonna have to talk about something which I generally have been seeing a lot of, and I don't get this. Basically, it's about the rank system, and honestly, I'm gonna have to say this: you, this whole rank system is I wouldn't say it's, but I'm not saying there's anything bad about it. I like it, and I do like the fact that you get rewards. There's just one problem I have with the rank system, and that is that no matter what is that you'll see people who they'll see that, oh my god, I'm against I don't know, 5 marshals, and then immediately leave. I think that is actually quite, I honestly think that this is probably one of the, I think this whole system had led to something where you see people who aren't high ranks, and you usually think, oh, they're going to be cakewalks, and you see a marshal, you're like, oh shit, and you leave. Now, I do know that this is the same with a lot of games like this. Like, I know in Call of Duty, when you saw a Prestige Master in Black Ops 2, you probably sent the guy a friend request saying, how the hell did you get there so quick? Yada yada yada. But now, I think with this whole rank system doesn't work as well, because the problem is, you see someone who's like these ranks here, and you think, oh, they're going to be easy. You see someone who's these ranks here, you're like, oh shit, this is going to be torturous. And the problem is, people leave when they see those ranks, when they see stuff like, the general ranks and the marshal ranks. Like, I've seen people actively leave games because there's marshal ranks. And there's actually two things you need to remember. There's two things I think you need to remember. One, you can get marshal bots. I'm not even joking. It's actually bots can actually become marshals. And two, which is probably the most important one, military rank. The military rank here does not mean skill. I mean, look at me. I'm a lieutenant colonel. I've got over 1,000 games, and I'm a lieutenant colonel. And I have like a 75. Look at that, 75% win rate, 12 days of playtime. I guarantee most marshals don't have those stats. Don't have, a win rate of 75% or something like that. And, stuff like 72,000 kills. Whereas, and yeah, as for the what's a better judge's character? Well, first off, looking at the names, but most importantly, the name decorators. Now, I've only got two, which are these two. But when you see stuff like, for example, the Flames, or, these two, which I should have this one already, but unfortunately, because of my computer broken, I don't have access to this. When you see this, you're like, oh shit, or this one. Like, you can't really see this one yet because they haven't implemented it. But when you see these two, maybe not these three, but when you see this one, and this one, you know they've been playing for a long time. The Pacific one, not really. Obviously, some of the older ones, like the Flames, or the there's a few other ones. They are probably better indicators. But honestly, if you're the kind of people who sees like 6 marshals on the other team and leaves, just why? Like, unless you know that these are, 6 of the best players in the game, and you're going to guarantee a loss, it's kind of bad. I think that the system that you look at you see marshals on the other that many people will see marshals on the other team and they'll be like, I'm out, not realizing that these marshals could theoretically be low rank. They could be low level. Like, for example, look at this. I'm level 5 and 4 in this camp on Pacific because I can't be asked in the Pacific. Now, of course, with me, I can probably work that into being pretty decent. But you look at a marshal, you see a marshal, and you'll be like, with those, like an average marshal, they'll probably be about as good as someone who's like second lieutenant or something like that, who's got the same levels and stuff like that. It's like, just because someone has a marshal rank doesn't mean they're good, essentially. That's what I'm saying. And it kind of is annoying when you see people leaving, lower levels leaving, or even some high levels, because they see a lot of marshals on the other team. I've won games where my team has been, you know, second lieutenant, first lieutenant, maybe like a colonel or something like that, and the entire other team's been marshals. Only on the sheer premise that we had better players, not better rank. Because this ranking doesn't really mean play. Like how good you are. It just means you've played a lot of games. You can get to Marshal Rank by just playing 150 matches, just sitting in the back with, I don't know, just sitting in the back while your mates, you know, cram out 150 matches. You know, it's not hard to do that. Anyways, I'm just going to end this video here, actually. I've made my peace. Leave your thoughts in the comments, obviously. And I'll see you guys in the next video.